Okay, let's make sure that you guys can even hear me. Yeah. So you guys can hear me. I'm gonna replay this because I kind of love it. Okay. Let me tell the girls that I'm here. I love this song. Oh. No buffering so far? Like what? That's strange. Oh, sorry. Hey, how's it going? So far, so good, right? Like, we love that. We love that. I'm doing okay today. It's Monday. I've been trying really hard to set the tone and to really set the tone on a positive note this week. So I did a lot of meal prepping. I made egg bites. I also did a dupe for a protein bar. There's this brand name that I love and adore named RX. They're known for having very simple ingredient lists. And so I tried recreating one. It didn't turn out exactly the same, but I still love it. Like, I love what I was able to create, and I'll probably start experimenting more with that recipe and building upon it. So I'm really excited. I may need to, on a negative note, because there's negative stuff that happened today. I realized that my phone, the iPhone X, is currently glitched. After downloading the latest update, I can't really record legitimate audio. So recording videos has just become a little bit different. I mean, I can record using my webcam. My webcam obviously is not the audio quality that, visual quality that people are used to. So I'm a little upset by that, but really it just gives me motivation to like really get my Patreon back up and going, and then to buy a legitimate camera that's not gonna malfunction like a phone does. Like fucking Apple, don't even get me started on Apple. Apple is such a scam. Let's be honest. Apple's such a scam. It's annoying. Like, they degrade their own, like, their software. Like, no. They degrade their own software in order to make you buy another phone. I don't want to buy another fucking phone every year. I'm not one of those girls that likes to buy a new phone every year. I buy a new phone every 5 years. No lie. I buy a new phone every 5 years. Mostly because the performance upgrades are not that different from year to year. Maybe you get 5% at the most, but not really. Usually it's anywhere between 2 and 3% of an upgrade performance. And so why pay an exorbitant amount of money for those upgrades? Do you know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense to me. So, I don't know. I'm annoyed though. I'm very annoyed. What about you two? How are you two doing? Tell me about your life. I know Bear spent the weekend with her mother, right? Is that right? I think that's what you did. Let me know about the audio quality. Is the music too loud? Loud enough? Just right? I haven't made a YouTube video. Oh, good. Good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm so out of touch with the skincare world right now. I have so many stories that I want to write about, but I just haven't had the motivation until recently. And right when I get the motivation to create more videos is when my fucking phone goes haywire. It's like, for the life of me, I don't understand why there are so many technical barriers to me creating content. I hate that so much. You worked, did some pageant prep, attempted to work on your site. I've been working on my site. Very excited about my website that's coming up. I've got some really important updates. I'm very excited about that. Good for you, though. Good for you. Oh, that's good. I love that you're hustling so much. You have to, though. You have to. You have to. We've got some vibey music tonight, just like real chill because it's Monday and I just want to start things off on a very peaceful tone. I'm testing yet another supplement, by the way. I feel like I am just mixing like a huge cocktail of different supplements, from protein powders to collagen powders to super greens to now ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. I keep saying ashwagandha. It's ashwagandha. Here we go. Yeah. I'm only on day 2, and I don't know, it's only been 2 days, but I thought it fucked up my sleep. Because the other night, last night, I really struggled to get consistent sleep. Oh my god, tell me about it. Tell me your experiences. Tell me, I want to know everything. But the first night, I thought that it really fucked up my sleep schedule because it was very strange. I went to bed at 3. Don't judge me. I went to bed at 3. Then I woke up at 4. Okay? And then it took me like 10 minutes to fall back asleep. And then I woke up again at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And then it took me a longer time to go back to sleep. And then I eventually woke up again at 10:45. Now, I will say that when I did get up and get out of bed, I felt well rested. I did feel well rested. However, you know, the tossing and turning and the getting up and waking up and going back to sleep, that was abnormal for me. You're a night owl like me. I get it. But I've been working hard. Listen. Right. You say what, Bear? You say you need a tranquilizer, a horse tranquilizer to calm you down, right? You know, since you're talking about this, if you don't mind sharing a little bit of advice with me, and feel free to say no. You know, always feel free to say no, Cho. Mind your fucking business. Like, you can always say that to me and I won't take offense, okay? But people don't think I work, but I still work part-time at the restaurant that I manage for 8+ years. And I have a new coworker that is bipolar. Do you have any tips or pieces of advice for me, like advice on what I should do or be aware of working and collaborating with someone that suffers from bipolar? Like, if it were you, what type of understanding would you like, or what am I trying to say? Basically, how can I make it so that this is a comfortable environment for her? That's what I want to know. CBD is nice too. I hear good things about CBD. Just because, you know, and I've got close friends that I know of one really close friend of mine that is bipolar, but I've never gotten into the conversation with her of like, how do you manage it, and how do you maintain relationships around you? I should ask her. You know what? Listen, it's something we don't talk about enough, in my opinion. Because when I really think about it, I actually know a lot of people that have bipolar. Like, I know a lot of people. Now that I really think about it, but why are we not talking about it enough? You know? Well, there you go. Great. You just want to be treated like everyone else and to not assume a bad day is because you're sick. Thank you. I appreciate that, hearing that from you. Because I think that sometimes you've got well-meaning people that want to go above and beyond to cater to someone because they have, you know, whatever they got going on. But then that comes up as patronizing and treating someone as less than when that's not the case at all, you know? And listen, I have my off days too, where I'm a whack job, so like everyone does. That makes sense. Oh my god, so I'm really into Olay retinol body wash. Sorry, this is so random. I'm just thinking about like my day, how I spent my day, and I ended up buying another body wash. I got the Olay vitamin C one, and so I'm really excited. I'm really excited to like alternate them. The retinol, I'm okay using that most days. However, I am worried about how it's gonna perform once it's summertime. Darn it, I should have messaged you because I was trying to figure out which one to try. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up. The niacinamide's your favorite. Well, so far I've only tried the retinol, but I got the vitamin C, and I got the vitamin C because I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation. I have 2 hyperpigmented spots on my body, one on the back of my thigh and one on the front of my left leg. Okay, so I'm trying to get. In fact, I've been really psycho. I've been adding all types of products to these 2 different spots, inconsistently, of course. So nothing's happening. But I think that, you know, at least the body wash, I'm doing that consistently every day because I'm washing my ass. So I figure the vitamin C would be more brightening to help with the discoloration, because I think they have a little bit of L-ascorbic acid in there. And then listen, one thing y'all can't clock me on is being dishonest. It's just never gonna happen. Because lying, listen, being dishonest and lying, it takes too much energy. I've been there, done that. You've got to come up with a story and make sure that you remember that that's the story you told. It's just too much. Liars, they get credit for me because like they're hard workers. You gotta work hard to keep up lies. You really do. But my body care has been very inconsistent. Some days I'll add products. Some days it'll go like 2 weeks without me adding anything to my body. I feel like neck down, I'm ugly as fuck. Like like up here, I'm like model, cute, face card never declines. God doesn't like ugly. Here I am. But then below, it's just like, it's a mess. It's a mess. And it's because I'm not consistent. So that's why I want to use a really good body wash, because that's the one consistent thing I'm doing to my body. And so I think the vitamin C and the retinol are going to be really nice. Now I will say, the Versed, I was using the Versed retinol with the, I think they use, do they use shea butter or squalane? I don't know which one they use, but I used that for a long time consistently, and it made my body soft, like very soft. Your body looks a good decade. Or listen, me too. My body's not giving. Our face cards are never declined, Bear. Like, our face card is like an Amex black card. But then it's giving Capital One for the body. Like, no, it's not even giving Capital One. It's giving like Banana Republic credit card. It's giving Express credit card down below. Yeah. It's giving, this is giving Amex, and this is giving Capital One. That's what it's giving. That's the honest truth. But I am trying. So we'll see. So I'm excited about the vitamin C Olay. I just feel like for $8, the Olay body washes feel very luxurious. Like, it's giving luxury. It gives luxury. Like, I feel like I'm pampering myself whenever I take a shower, and I love that feeling. Love that feeling. A lot of black estheticians have been on Twitter, because I'm part of I'm always spying on the black esthetician Twitter side of things. But the black girls they've been hyping it up. So that's how I found out about it. Actually, I found out about it from, what's her name on Twitter? The skincare bully. Found out about it from her. And then I've been seeing it several other times from other black estheticians. So, they're pushing it. I love it. Specifically the retinol, though. I don't hear them talk about any of the other Olay varieties, but they all push the retinol. So what's a good piece of skincare drama that you have been into or interested in? Or it doesn't have to be skincare. What's some drama in the news you want me to talk about? You want my opinion on anything? Because these are office hours. So these are for questions. This is for, let me know what you want me to talk about. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Banks failing. Listen. I'm gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings. But I'm honest. I'm always gonna be honest. Listen, I believe that we should let people fail. And I know that's painful. Failure is painful, okay? But for anyone in business that's truly about business and truly about growth and being lifelong learners, then the secret to failure is that it always leads to growth. It always leads to opportunity. It always leads to a lesson to be learned. And so when it comes to these bailouts, so that's what this is, it's a bailout. When it comes to these bailouts, you deprive the individual or institution from learning a lesson. And I think that is very pernicious. It's a terrible precedent that we've been setting for years. Flashback to 2008. Been there, done that. And then wrapped up in that is the double standards of it all. Okay? Now, Cho, little old Cho, poor ass Cho, I go to the bank, I'm a business owner, I've got $500K in the bank, but they're only going to insure $250 of it. Okay? That's the way it's been across the board for years now. Decades. Now all of a sudden the girls want to say, oh, well, for these angel investors, for these venture capitalists, for these startup tech businesses, they need to insure our money beyond the 250K limit. Well, why is that? I can't go as an individual. I can't go to the bank and have that money insured by the government. So why is there a different set of rules based on your class? It's weird to me. It's weird to me. But very normal, actually. But very normal, because we see this happen all the time. I've always said this. The bigger the government, the bigger the business. And here we are once again, in real time, with our eyes, seeing the government bail out gigantic corporations, big business, people with millions of dollars. We're watching this in real time. So, and I don't mean to get partisan, but I'm getting ready to get partisan for a second. So the next time you see or hear a Democrat talk about making businesses pay their fair share, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bollocks. Okay, it's bollocks. I just remember, because they just got done bailing these rich people out, okay? But on the other hand, they're going to try to gain voters by saying, we want to make the rich pay their fair share. We want to make them pay what they deserve to pay. Well, I don't know. A good first step in actually following through with that might be holding them accountable for their risky asset management. I don't know. Call me crazy. And who pays for it? Taxpayers, you and I. You own a house, you pay for the shit. You make a decent amount of money, and you don't pay an accountant a shitload of money in order to get you tax credits and go through loopholes, you're gonna pay for it. Yeah, they are, but and of course you're a little older than me, so you would know this better than me, Bear. But remember Occupy Wall Street? Remember those girls? And remember how that, when I think back to the Democratic Party, I think back to those types of Democrats and liberals. And those were the girls I said, you know what, I'm here with you. I get you. I resonate with that. You know, like, yeah, the whole eat the rich and all that stuff, like, that was easy to resonate with because you could see the sheer disparities between the different class systems. The lower and middle class are stomped on constantly, whereas the high class, upper class, they get away with everything. They get away with everything. They just do. They have the means to. And when they don't have the means to get away with everything, they got the government to pick them up and be a safety net for them. However, the government is not always a safety net for the individual. That's pernicious. That's pernicious. Sorry. It is. Sorry. It's T. So again, I just want to remind the girls, when the campaigns start and you hear Democrats, when you hear Sleepy Joe talking about making the rich pay their fair share, he does not believe that. He literally does not believe that. Because he just bailed out the banks. They call him Big Bank Biden for a reason. Okay. And you want to talk, and listen. And even the student loan debt forgiveness is very controversial. But at least with the student loan debt, you are relieving individuals, not a class of people. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. Thank God for you, Bear. Thank God for you. Because you make sense. You're guided by a moral compass and common sense. And I can't say that for a lot of other people. I can't say that for a lot of other people. And while I'm shitting on Democrats, let me shit on Republicans for a second too. Let me just squat down and take a shit on them too. Because I saw this whole report with, what's that clown's name? Tucker Carlson. Listen, this whole bombshell, January 6th video is a bunch of bollocks. It truly is. Okay. So you mean to tell me it's such a massive amount of gaslighting. Okay? It's gaslighting. And it's nuanced, but neither side wants to respect the nuance of it all. I watched videos of January 6th. I watched video. I'm on Twitter. So I'm on twitter.org. It's my birthday, for crying out loud. And I'm watching people fighting police. This was a riot. What I saw was a riot, and it was dangerous. It was not a peaceful protest. It was not a walk in the park. So, okay, you find one video out of 60 videos that are on Twitter right now as I speak of the police escorting some fucking fool throughout the throughout Congress, and you want to sit here and gaslight me and say this was peaceful? This is just like this is a tour around Congress. What are you talking about? It is gaslighting because there is literally video evidence of the opposite happening. I saw video with my own eyes. People climbing the walls, and then falling to the ground, breaking bones. Like, one dumb bitch ended up dying. So nothing about this was peaceful. Yet Tucker Carlson wants to cherry pick a video and tell his stupid fans that, yeah, they made the whole thing up. But that's weird. That's weird. It's just crazy. It's so easy to see the narratives and the incentives at play. It's all exploitative to make other people look bad. Now, where I actually agree with Tucker is that the January 6th protest and riot, or whatever you want to call it, was not as bad as BLM riots. They weren't as bad. Now that is the truth too. You know how I know that? Because I saw the fucking videos. Like, y'all not gonna gaslight me. Y'all are not gonna gaslight me. I mean, I'm sorry. Y'all are not gonna gaslight me. More people died from BLM riots than January 6th. More small, locally owned black businesses went out of business because of the BLM riots than what happened on January 6th. So if you want to talk about data, and you want to talk about data supporting a position, then the BLM riots were categorically worse than the January 6th riot, insurrection, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why it's so hard for everyone to say that both things were bad and atrocious. I don't know why that takes so much courage to say. It shouldn't, because it's the sky's fucking blue. The sky's blue, y'all. Look at the sky. The sky's blue. You know, 1 + 1 is 2. The riots were all bad. I don't know why neither side can say that that's the truth. Listen, what's that city? Is it Baltimore? Which was the city that they fucking burnt to the ground? These fucking animals. You're mad about black people being killed, so your dumbass goes and burns down black businesses, breaks into the... What? It makes no sense. They behave like animals. Sorry, they should be caged. Sorry, it's my honest opinion. Deal with it. Yeah, it's just so strange to me. It's very strange. No one caught me dead at a BLM rally or protest because they were all wild and out of control, and they were counterproductive to the goal. Listen, one thing I don't do is waste my time. But again, to bring it back, Tucker and Republicans have lost their fucking minds if they want to downplay what happened on January 6th. They stormed the Capitol. People literally stormed the Capitol. To be honest, if we were a proper country, they would have gunned those people down. That's what they would have. I mean, if we were a proper country, they would have gunned people down. Because that's literally an attack on the government. Now, because our government is corrupt and, disgusting, it's hard to have sympathy for them. Truly. But I don't know. I just believe that rioting is rioting, no matter which side is rioting during the rioting. Neither of it was peaceful. None of it was peaceful. You know what was peaceful? The people up in Canada, the truckers in Canada, during the whole COVID situation, they were like, no, we're done with this bullshit. That was a peaceful protest and very effective too. And that, the one peaceful protest, is the one protest they tried to spin and manipulate and get people to think that they were some fringe group or some out of control, like racist, white supremacist group. That was psycho. That was crazy. So yeah, of course, the media doesn't just lie. They just lie through their teeth, But whatever. That's that. Oh, he's the worst. He's the worst. Well, he's not the worst. He's no worse than Biden. But what can you say? What can you say? I don't know. It's just, I don't know. The BLM stuff just really infuriated me. Truly, honestly. Because I am a champion of small business owners. And so many small business owners lost so much money. They were damaged beyond repair during those riots, during those rallies, and it's not fair. And the BLM movement did more harm to black businesses than good with those rallies and riots. They really truly did. They made it difficult, and they made it impossible to function as a business. They could not carry out their daily operations when people are looting, throwing chairs through their windows. I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy. And don't even get me started on the leaders of the BLM movement with the embezzlement of all that money. Don't even get me started on that. That's a whole other story. That's a whole other tangent. It's a whole other tangent. Wait, let's do radio. Yeah, it's a whole other story. What other topics should we talk about tonight? You want to hear me rant about something else? I can rant about whatever you want me to. what else is on your mind? You can pick my brain. These lives, office hours with show, it's all about you guys picking my brain. Whatever topic you want me to talk about, I'll talk about it. Okay? And I love the live format so much because it really allows me to just be really expressive, which it comes naturally. I have a very dramatic way and style of talking. In my YouTube videos, I'm a lot more controlled and I have more poise because I'm trying to deliver accurate information. And here I'm just talking, Is there any skincare drama? I don't think there's a lot of skincare drama, to be honest. I was gonna do a video about Hyram, because Hyram is going to be inside of Target. They pulled his products from Sephora and he's gonna be placed in Target now. I think this is a fantastic move for him, and I think this could be the rebirth of his skincare brand. Now, I think his skincare brand is trash, to be honest, because it's not for me. And I think it's way overpriced, and I think it's very basic. And I think that... Okay, let me drag Hyram for a second, and then I'll build him up. Okay. The way he came up with this skincare brand was a mess, because he came out talking about all these, I'm gonna save the environment, I'm gonna, we're gonna feed children, we're gonna give them water, all this stuff that like no one is really checking to make sure that he's actually doing. And I believe, if I remember correctly, there was no way to even verify that the charitable efforts he was promising were being dealt out. So mistake number one. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that Hyram's a dishonest person. I think that logistically, he should have thought more carefully about how to ensure that you could give and instill confidence in his consumers to make sure that, like, if you believe in the whole save the world type of mantra, then you want to be able to back that shit up with facts and receipts. Easy, right? Number two, the shit's overpriced. Oh, it's overpriced. The products have been 50% off on sale for half a year. I mean, to me, that's a telltale sign that you're getting ready to go out of business. If everything's on sale 50% off, that means you're trying to push product and get rid of product. I get it. So it was overpriced, and that's because he was giving the Inky List formulations, but at a much higher price point. Why would anyone buy Inky List, but a lot more expensive, when you can just fucking buy the Inky List? Why anyone is shopping with the Inky List anyway when they're so untrustworthy as a brand, I don't know. Did a whole video about that. I wouldn't trust any product from the Inky List as far as I could throw, I don't know, Hyram himself. The recalls, the dishonest marketing, the lawsuits. I mean, Inky List, trash. On paper, they're trash. So I wouldn't trust anything by them or Hyram, because of course you have to realize that Hyram's brand was made in collaboration with the Inky List. They were powered by the Inky List. Where am I going with this? Oh, so he realized that being in the Sephora market, where you're competing against very high quality skincare products that are actually worth their price, and I believe the Inky List is also there, made no sense. It made no sense for him to even be in Sephora. I think that the move to Target is superb for him. Because number one, there's less competition. Number two, I think that when he moves to Target, he's going to adjust the price point just a bit, so it's more approachable and more affordable for his target audience, which admittedly are teenagers. Teenagers don't have the coin to be breaking the bank down, okay? they're not gonna get a fucking bailout like everyone else gets bailouts. So teens have to buy what's affordable to them. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a really great boom to his business, and I'm happy that he can turn it around. I think this is a really excellent move. A lot of people were counting him out and praying on his downfall, and I think the Target move is gonna be really successful for him. So that I was gonna do a video about that. So I basically gave you my video. Like, that's the video right there. Yeah. Yeah, that was gonna be the video, basically. Me dragging his brand for being shit, but then congratulating him on the great business move of like, and you know what? And it goes back to what I said earlier today. You have, sometimes failure is a part of the success. It's a part of it. I think that Hyram probably learned a lot of crucial, critical lessons with his brand not doing so well at Sephora and having to be stripped off the shelves of Sephora. And I think he had to really sit down with pen and paper and say, hey Hyram, what can I do to turn this around? And I'm sure that when the Target deal presented itself to him, the light bulb went off, and there you go, history. So that's the last thing I was planning to do. I follow a lot of Instagram. Okay, Queenie. I follow a lot of different Instagram accounts that share news about the skincare industry. And there's a couple other articles that I need to kind of revisit that I kind of glanced over. So there's that. You know, so there's an interesting situation happening right now. I haven't watched the video, but Lab Muffin Beauty just came up with a video about the efficacy or potentially lack thereof of sunscreen sticks. Okay. And I have not watched the video. I have not watched the video at all, so I have no context whatsoever. However, I also know that my good Judy, well, not my good Judy, he's not my good Judy, but I like him a lot. Global Ramon, who's one of my favorites. He's so sweet to me, and he's so nice, he's so generous. But he just came up with his sunscreen stick in collaboration with Beauty of Joseon, I think. And so, I don't know, the timing is just very interesting. It's like, is that shade? Like, is that shade, Michelle? Because you have to understand, too, because, you know, I'm a gossip and I pay attention, that Global Ramon and Salamander, whatever that kid's name is, Scamander, him and Ramon are good Judies. So it would be interesting if Michelle's video was potentially motivated in some sort of malice, or if I'm reading too much into it. I may be reading too much into it, but that's just the way my brain works. I don't mean to put that energy out there, but because again, I hadn't seen the video, so I have no context. But if there is actually, you know, scientific evidence and proof of them not being effective, then she has every right to post about it, regardless of who comes up with the sunscreen stick, Ramon or whoever. But the timing is interesting. Because I know Ramon worked very hard, extremely hard on that collaboration with Beauty of Joseon, and I think it's done very well. And as a content creator myself, I understand the game, okay? I understand the game. When something is trending, that's the time to strike, okay? So if Ramon's collaboration is trending with the skincare girlies right now, let me throw a little video tearing this down a little bit because it's gonna get views. And the reason why it's gonna get views is because everyone's like, oh my god, Ramon's, sunstick. Ramon's, sunstick. What about Ramon? Did you get his sunstick? And so everyone's excited, and you get like Michelle, who has a huge following, saying, don't buy sunsticks. You better know, bitches are gonna tune into that video. Do you know what I mean? Like, I immediately clicked watch later because I want to know what she has to say. Now, again, I have to say, this is all speculation, conspiracy theory, made up imaginations in my head. I have not watched her video yet. I'm gonna watch it and then we'll see what it's giving. But that was just my first thought. That's my first reaction to when I saw the thumbnail. That was my first reaction. So I'm biased too because I adore Ramon as well. He's so cute. He just got married, by the way. So cute. He's so cute. And now he's my husbanding us to death on Twitter.org, which I love. I love it. No, that's right. You better my husband all year long, Ramon. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. So those are some of my immediate thoughts on skincare drama. I can't think of any other skincare drama. I'm gonna say what one of my sources is right now, but one of my sources for content is Beauty Guru Chatter on Reddit because they're unhinged. They are all about the drama. So I can always kind of depend to go over there, check on stuff and see what's trending. However, they don't like me on that Reddit. I've commented, I've tried posting some of my videos. They do not like me at all. They take my shit down immediately, quickly. It's so strange. But I still use them for lead generation in terms of different types of content to produce. So we'll see. So we'll see. I like the song. What else? What else can we talk about? I have a little bit longer to go. I am just so shocked that we've been here for 40 minutes and no buffering at all. That is strange. Ooh, good question. Very good question. People do ask a lot. So there's a couple conditions that would need to happen in order to get married. First of all, I'm not a very religious person, and so I've always viewed marriage as more of a religious institution. At least that's the way I was raised. So now, you know, I don't really see the value in marriage as a religious institution. I see it more so as a formality of finances. I look at it through the lens of financial perspective. And so, what are the reasons to get married right now for me? It would be purely for financial reasons. There's a couple of things I refuse to do unless I'm married. So I don't buy property with anyone that I'm not married to. So like that's not something that I'd be willing to do. Especially, I mean, by buy property, I mean like buying a home. So like if we decide to buy a home together, then that would be something that would cause us to have to get married. Having a child, I don't really, hot take come in, I guess, but like, I don't really believe in having children with someone unless you're married to that person. And that's mostly for the sake of the child, you know? So those are really the two big reasons why I would get married, and neither of those two things are happening in the near future. So I don't really see a need to get married. Does that make sense? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Honestly. I think those are the only two factors. The taxation thing, for me personally, I would make, how do I say this? I don't make enough money where it makes sense. So if I were to get married, we would lose more money from taxation than gain. So that wouldn't be something, you know, people think, oh, you can file together and then you start saving more money because of tax credits. Not in our particular case, at least not yet. So there's that. But really, it really boils down to the property and the children. I think marriage is something that can help you to secure things financially. And that would be the reason that I got married. It's nothing that I've like dreamed about doing. Do you know what I mean? Like growing up, it wasn't even something I thought was possible. And so when it became possible, I was like, oh, well, what? Why get married? I never dreamed of getting married before. Like I don't have any emotional attachment to marriage. Or any emotional desire to get married. So it's, I mean, sorry for being so stoic about it all, but, you know, marriage isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Look at the divorce rate. It speaks for itself. I mean, yeah, the divorce rate speaks for itself. Marriage is not all that great. Okay, I can take one more question. Yeah. Yeah. And also, you know, a marriage seems, and I know marriage is supposed to have this intended effect, but marriage almost seems like it encourages finality. So it can encourage people to stay in a situation that's not good for them. Now, I'm also of the belief that when you get married, you really should try to stick through things and work through things as a team, because that's what the vow was for, right? But sometimes that's not enough. Like the vow to stick through things is not enough. So that's an interesting, you know, take on marriage. I'm going to have to figure out how to do this video. Like, I really don't want to film using my webcam. I really don't want to do that. Ugh. But what else? I mean, I don't have the choice, to be honest. I mean, it's fucking... It's so annoying. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, this is great. Well, this live will stay up publicly. And what I'll do is I'll re-listen to it tonight, and I'll put timestamps and get the audio, get the description box the way I want it. And then this will be a weekly thing. Now, it'll be weekly. It looks like I've solved my issues as of right now. So you can depend on lives every... Let me give you the news, the show news. So you're gonna have these lives every week where we're gonna talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Again, this is all about you. Like, you ask me questions, I will go off on tangents and rant in office hours. I'll educate. Professor Cho, I'm here to educate. Okay. I'm working on the website. My website, I have some really exciting stuff happening to the website. That I think it's gonna provide a lot of value to my audience. Number 3, I'm gonna start pushing my Patreon again because I've dropped off. Patreon, I'm gonna be offering tarot readings for the cheap, like real cheap tarot readings. And then with all of those Patreon tiers, you get access to my private Discord. I'm on there every day. That's arguably the best way to chat with me and to talk to me. I have different skincare topics in there. Other people are in there too, so we talk about drama, we talk about whatever you want. It's like a community, it's like a message board. Think about like a Facebook group. Discord is like my version of a Facebook group. So you get free access to that. It's private, it's unhinged, we're crazy in there, so be forewarned. And then in terms of videos that's coming out soon, I don't really have a camera. This piece of shit iPhone 10, it's malfunctioning right now. So the audio is bad. I can tell you that it only happens through the camera app. If I record a video with Instagram, crisp audio, no problem, no problemo. But if I use the camera app, it's muffled. It's terrible. So I might try using my webcam, which, I don't like it. But I need to be putting out content to grow my channel and to grow my business. And so it might have to be a lower quality video until I can afford a legitimate camera. So we will see about that. Instagram, what's coming up on Instagram? I have one more sponsored post from Regimen Lab that's coming out very soon this week. It's going to be a final review of Cream 2.0. Spoiler alert, it's going to be 5 out of 5 stars. It may have overtaken my Holy Grail status. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's coming out, and then I'm testing a lot of different supplements right now. I am almost done with my Carb IQ supplements from Transformation Protein, so I'm excited to give you guys an update on that. And I'm still testing the collagen, and I'm still testing ashwagandha. So there's a lot of shit going on, guys, but I'm really excited. Thank you all for your patience. Thank you for sticking through and supporting me. I really, really appreciate you guys. And I will chat with you guys soon. Thanks, Bear. Thanks, Queenie. You guys are the best moderators ever. So yeah, we'll chat again very soon.